Hi everybody, this is another unscripted video, so bear with me for this one. After the Oscar nominations were announced for Best Animated Feature, I saw that one of the nominations I hadn't actually seen. It was a movie called I Lost My Body, which it's a French animated film, and considering it was nominated for an Oscar and I hadn't even heard of it before the Oscar nominations were announced, I thought, yeah, I need to watch this. And luckily enough, it was on Netflix, so if you guys want to see it, go check it out now on Netflix. So the movie I Lost My Body it's bizarre, but not in like crazy surreal kind of way, but bizarre in the fact that it's literally about a severed hand, and this hand makes its way back to its original owner, and it sounds kind of grotesque, and it is at points, but there's not an awful lot of dialogue in this film. A lot of it is just following this hand that is making its way back to the main character. I don't want to give too much away of how the main character lost his hand or anything, because it's quite vital and it happens near the end of the film. You're basically watching memories or flashbacks of the main character that leads up to the moment that he loses his hand, and you see his memories from his childhood and what he wants to be when he grows up, and he wants to be either an astronaut or a pianist. And in some of the flashbacks you see the main character as a boy, and you also see two versions of himself, one as a pianist and one as an astronaut. And I wish we saw more of that in the movie, more of, him showing memories of himself as a kid, but how the kid would remember, and he sees versions of himself that he wants to become reality. I wish we saw more of that. Of what we did see, this film is full of symbolism. It's a drama, it's not comedic, it's very psychological. Yeah, it's a drama fantasy, but it's soft fantasy. You're telling a story where it's 80% drama and 20% fantasy. It's like the fantasy elements within it don't take away from the plot, they don't distract from the story at all, or a lot of so-called fantasy drama films, they imbue the film with too much fantasy so that the drama just gets kind of diluted by it. With this, it's not quite a perfect balance per se, but it made the fantasy element more, not believable, but it was easier to accept it, I suppose. You still had lots of questions, like how is this hand alive? How is it able to see and sense as it's traveling through the city back to its original owner? You ask these questions, but it really doesn't matter. You kind of just go with it. You have to just rely on your suspense of disbelief. The animation itself, by the way, is phenomenal. Hands are difficult to draw, and this film is not only animating, it's animating a dismembered hand, and the hand is, you're able to tell what this hand is thinking as it's moving, and it's just, how do you do that? That's incredible. It's so impressive. So guys, seriously, if you haven't seen I Lost My Body, please check it out. As I said, you can watch it on Netflix. Let me know in the comments below if you like this unscripted format or not, or if you prefer something a bit more structured. I'm just trying to loosen up here, so yeah, yeah, check out I Lost My Body. I'm Mad Munchkin, stay creative. That was terrible. Oh boy.